coming here, because we have been here since 10, but he has not arrived. So we are still here waiting to see whether he will come or not. And some of the issues that have been raised by EACC is that one of the companies that is associated with him, that is Kili Company, was registered 4 months just before COVID-19 arrived in Kenya. So we have been told that his company was awarded a total of 4 billion shillings to supply PPEs. And we have also been told that the price that the PPEs were being sold at was tripled. So that means the amount of money that was spent on PPEs, or on the tender that was given to Kili Company, that EACC says that is owned by David Murathe, they tripled the amount of shillings that is supposed to be spent on purchasing these PPEs. So, and after the registration of this company, according to the information that we've received, is that David Murathe decided to change the ownership of this, the name of the ownership of this company, so that is not involved in it, but they have discovered that the company belongs to him. And also we have been told that there are documents that he was trying to change, the bank documents that he was trying to change, so that the particular company shows that is not the owner of the company. But the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has discovered that the company actually belongs to him, or is a shareholder in this company that was awarded this 4 billion shillings tender to purchase PPEs. So it is a story that we are, of course, following up on. It's a developing story. We are here. We are still waiting to see whether he will be coming here. Remember, we were told that he's supposed to be coming here at around 10, but since yet is yet to come here. So we are still following up on it. We are still pitching camp here so that we see what exactly will come out of that meeting that is going to have with the EACC officials concerning the 4 billion shillings tender that was awarded to Kili Company that EACC says belongs to David Murathe. Linda.
All right. Thank you so much, Eli Lugova. We are hoping to get more information in regards to the same, even as we continue to try and find ways as to understanding what exactly culminated on the antigraft charges as moving on. I mean, as it has been said. But moving on, Makueni Governor Professor Kivutha Kibwana says his county is in the process of implementing the directive to have all public tenders published online. This, he says, is in a bid to ensure that transparency in the county is felt as well as accountability. Let's listen in.
Any information, and therefore everybody involved is encouraged to be a person of integrity. The government of the Republic of Kenya has committed to reform and improve the public procurement system through enactment of various laws and regulations. And these laws are meant to promote accountability, responsiveness to citizens of the country, transparency, value for money, and fair competition, among others. And actually, Article 227 of the Constitution is specific on public procurement, meaning that public procurement is so critical in a country to the extent that it is within the Constitution. And this article requires public procurement to be set up in a manner that is fair, equitable, transparent, competitive, and cost. That the Kenyan Parliament will enact procurement regulations that will provide for preferential allotment of contracts and protection of disadvantaged groups. Further, Section 2 of the Public Procurement and Assets Disposal Act 2005, as amended in 2015, provides for the minimum threshold for procurement and asset disposal in public services, and these are to maximize the economy and to promote competition and ensure that competitors are treated fairly, to promote the integrity and fairness of those procedures, to increase transparency.
And the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, SRC, has launched the nationwide third public service remuneration review cycle for the period of 2021, 2022, 2024 and 2025. The Commission says the remuneration cycle shall be informed by public service job evaluation exercise, which shall cover jobs from the President to the lowest cadre from both state and public officers in both national and county governments.
The remuneration cycle shall be informed by job evaluation, salary survey, streamlining the management of allowances, and the public sector wage bill in general. Job evaluation. The SRC Act 2011 mandates the Commission to establish mechanisms to ensure equal pay for work of equal value. The Commission uses job evaluation as the basis for determining remuneration of public servants in an objective, transparent, and equitable manner. Job evaluation seeks to achieve internal equity when it compares jobs within the same organization, and external equity when jobs are compared with those of other public sector organizations. The results of job evaluation, therefore, shall determine the relative worth of jobs in the public sector and inform assignment of rationalized and equitable job grading and pay structures. Salary survey. Section 11D of the SRC Act 2011 mandates the Commission to conduct comparable surveys on labor market trends in remuneration to determine the monetary worth of jobs in the public sector. The Commission will conduct 3 distinct salary surveys, namely, salary survey of all public sector institutions, salary survey to benchmark jobs in selected private sector institutions, and international survey of anchor state officers.
Now, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Nordin Haji, has ordered the arrest and prosecution of Larry Member of Parliament John Mburu for alleged misuse of CDF funds. Haji said that he was satisfied by the evidence produced by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, which showed that Mburu, together with CDF officials, irregularly received over 27 million from the CDF kitty. The DPP also ordered the arrest and prosecution of 5 other people who are said to have conspired with the Member of Parliament in the fraudulent tenders. The 5 are expected to be arraigned in court on Monday. Giving you the developments of the same as and when they hit the news desk. Now, the University of Embu will commence online teaching for its over 2,400 first-year students next week on Monday. During a virtual orientation exercise for over 2,400 first-year students, Vice-Chancellor of University of Embu, Professor Daniel Mugendi, said that the group is the highest enrolled since the conception of the university in 2013. Moige William reports from Embu County.
With its highest enrollment of first-year students since its conception in 2013, University of Embu is set to resume teaching this coming Monday through an online learning platform. The University Vice-Chancellor Professor Daniel Mugendi challenged learners to embrace the new normal brought about by the novel coronavirus and adapt fast in order to fit well in the university virtual learning program.
In this regard, the university has adopted a blended learning approach that will utilize online teaching and learning methods using different digital media tools for delivery of lectures and learning materials.
Professor Mugendi added that the university is ready to resume face-to-face lectures once the pandemic is contained.
I would like to inform you that this first semester of your university life will be conducted partially through our online learning portal You will be required to follow your lessons through the e-learning mode until the situation with regard to COVID-19 improves.
On his part, Professor Kiplagat Kotut, the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of academic, research and extension, say they are ready to assist those students that will face challenges, advising learners not to shy away from reporting them.
We'll teach you how to learn under these very unique circumstances that we are facing. That is, using the online blended learning approach. So I urge you and I invite you to make sure that you do not miss the remaining sessions of this preparation.
Moige William for TV47.
Now, hospitals in Cambo that were set aside to cater for COVID-19 patients might be open to treat other patients suffering from other diseases. This comes after the county for the last 1 week recorded few numbers of new COVID-19 infections and fatalities. Cambo Governor James Nyoro says that they have witnessed a decrease in the number of COVID-19 patients in the county quarantine facilities, hence considering to put them on other use if the trend continues.
We can do all of them. Yeah. We only had Vika Hospital which had about 5-6 ICU.
Ni kweli tunaona kama numbers zina reduce, na hata kwetu vile tulikuwa tunaona numbers, tunaona wagonjwa, wale wagonjwa wanakuwa positive wanakuwa wachache, na tunashukuru sana. Hata ile namba tulikuwa namba 2, sasa tunaona tuko namba 4, 5 hapo. Lakini wacha tuseme, na ni kweli hatuna wagonjwa kwa hospitali zetu. Tuko na wagonjwa 8 Tigoni, na unajua iko na capacity ya wagonjwa 230. Hata mahospitali nyingine yetu hatuna na wagonjwa ni kama ni less than 6. Kwa hivyo sisi tunafurahia hiyo, lakini tunasema tutaendelea mpaka tujue kuwa ni kweli namba zimekuja chini.
And barely 3 days after Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC detectives raided Trans Nzoia County Governor's office, Patrick Khaemba, who appeared before the Senate, civil society organizations from the county have rubbished the move, terming it as an act of blackmailing. Boniface Baraza reports.
Kefawere, the chairperson of human rights defenders groups in Rift Valley, says Kenyans have lost trust in the Antigraft Commission and are planning to petition the conduct of the Antigraft body in the National Assembly.
Kama wanaharakati hatuna imani kabisa na tume ya kuchunguza mambo ya ufisadi katika nchi ya Kenya. Wakati tunasema kwamba kuna wizi wa hela, wao wakija wanachukua hizo vitu na mwisho wanatengeneza faida yao. Tumefika mwisho. Tunaenda kuandika petition yetu kuelekea katika bunge la taifa la Kenya kwamba penye tumefika hatuoni kama hii tume inaweza saidia wa Kenya kupambana na changa la ufisadi.
Were added that as much as the commission receives adequate funding from the national government, the recovery rate is wanting.
Not katika National Assembly wakati wa budget, EACC wakitengewa hela ya budget kupambana na mambo ya ufisadi. Na mara nyingi sana wametengewa hata pesa za carry out civic education kwamba waende wakielimisha wa Kenya jinsi ya kupambana na ufisadi mpaka katika mitaala ya shule. Lakini penye tumefika hatuoni hii value ya pesa ambazo wao wanawekewa. Kwa sababu wanawekewa hela nyingi, recovery yao ni pesa kidogo. Wanatumia a lot of money kupingana ufisadi, wameenda nje, wamepanda ndege, sijui wameenda wapi, lakini recovery ni kidogo sana. Hiyo pesa ambayo wao wanakuja wakitumia kuja hapa, tungepewa tununulie sitawa sisi wenyewe.
On his side, Samuel Kiboi, the chairman of Trans Nzoia County Workers Union, proposes a total overhaul of the commission to restore Kenyans' trust in bid to curb corruption in government institutions.
Tunahitaji mabadiliko makubwa sana. Wale wameketi katika hiyo department kwa miaka 3, wao wanaondolewa, wengine waje. Kwa maana sasa hivi hatuoni mafanikio ya EACC. Maana wakikuja hapa ni kujinufaisha. So tunafunja moyo wa Kenya kwa jumla kwa sababu ya ubinafsi tulio nao. Mimi ningetaka rais kutoka leo hiyo kiketi ambayo iliwekwa Wabughala pamoja chini yote ikabadilike.
Boniface Barasa, TV47, Trans Nzoia County.
The National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, has condemned the government for abandoning counties that are hunger-stricken. NCCK has partnered with county governments to educate the communities on ways to increase food production in preparation for the dry season. The move has been received by the farmers who are adopting new ways of farming.
Let us be people who are accountable and responsible. Every home will have a granary where they will store their grains. They will store their food. Kwa sababu hauwezi ukawa na, you cannot build wealth and you cannot advance a country that cannot feed itself. It is actually a national security issue, and serikali zimekuwa dhaifu na miradi ya agriculture imekuwa inaendelea kudidimia, na tumekuwa tukiongea sana na serikali, tunawaambia kwamba uti wa mgongo wa nchi yetu ya Kenya, uchumi wetu ni nini? Ni ukulima. Ukulima. Sisi hatuna mafuta isipokuwa tumesema tuko na mafuta kule Lokicha.
Elsewhere, Northeastern Regional Commissioner Nicodemus Ndalana has issued a stern warning to area residents collaborating with the Somali-based Al-Shabaab terror group that the government security machinery will soon catch up with them. Speaking in the newly created Horofara sub-county headquarters in Wajir, Ndalana asked those working with terror group to stop forthwith before they are arrested. The regional commissioner, at the same time, thanked the residents who have been working closely with the security agencies by volunteering information that has helped in stopping terror attacks in the region.
Kwa miezi karibu 3, Korovarar ambayo ilikuwa mahali ya shida ya kila siku kupigwa na Al-Shabaab, tumekuwa kimya. Na ni mzuri saa zingine kitu kizuri kikifanyika, tunakuja na kusema asante. Nasema asante kwa askari wetu, nasema asante kwa wananchi wa hapa, nasema asante kwa NPRs wa hapa, kwa sababu kama hatungekuwa wote tunashirikiana, yale mazuri yanatendeka hapa ayange kuwako.
Ningependa kushukuru Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, His Excellency the President of Kenya, His able CS Internal Security, Mr. Matiang'i, and His able.
Now, Senate's Public Accounts Committee is currently addressing the media a day after governors accused the committee of intimidating them. Governors, through their chair, Wycliffe Oparanya, accused the committee of blackmail while grilling the county bosses. Let's cross over to Parliament and listen in.
226 subsection 5. Governors need to be reminded that accountability before the committee is not collective through the Council of Governors, but it's individual responsibility of each governor. We wish to address ourselves the following. The allegations by Council of Governors is an affront on our constitutional mandate to represent and protect the interests of the counties they are in charge of. We wish to inform that this committee fined Murang'a Governor Mwangi Wairia 500,000 Kenya shillings for failing to attend the committee physically despite being invited several times. He is a fugitive of justice who must tell Murang'a people how he spent their resources. We wish to state that the committee first schedules meetings with governors through invitations, and where they fail to appear, then we send summons. In case a governor fails to honor the summons, then the committee may impose a personal fine and/or cause the arrest and production of the governor. That is provided for in the law. In fact, there is a process that this goes through. There are other governors who have been summoned, and when they fail to come, we invoke the relevant sections of laws to make them appear before us to account. We have since asked Inspector General of Police, Hilary Mutyambai, to arrest and present the Governor of Murang'a before the committee on September 10th to answer audit queries in 3 financial years from 2015 to 2018. Instead of the Murang'a Governor, who is a COG Vice Chair, addressing himself for failing to honor our summons or otherwise produce himself before us, he has taken a dangerous path of castigating aspersions on the integrity of the committee. We shall not be blackmailed, threatened, or our integrity murdered by a few governors who are afraid to account for the many billions in their disposal. I may add that if you look carefully at the Constitution, Article 96, subsection 1, the Senate represents the counties and serves to protect the interests.
Now let's get to some bit of sports and Kenya's long distance